Why pre-profile? Okay, well, the reason is because pre-profiling is your friend. Pre-profiling is going to be the main reason why your parties will hold, because you've had the chance to touch base with the guest list. So what does it look like to pre-profile? Well, in today's world, it usually means a text message. So let's talk about, once you get that party booked and you talk about the guest list, then you make sure that you have that guest list, whether it be from the Deserted Island game or names that she's giving you, you have their name and phone number before the event happens. And usually I try to get that guest list within 24 to 48 hours of actually booking that appointment time with her, booking her party. Okay. And because the sooner you get the guest list, the more likely the party is going to hold. All right, so that's the value of pre-profiling. And then the text is pretty simple. It's just, and I let the hostess know, why do I need the guest list? And I just always say, so that I am prepared to see each person at the party. I'm just going to ask her some questions about your skin. Chances are you pre-profiled her. But I'll just tell her I need to ask questions like her skin type, if she has any concerns about her skin, if there's anything she'd like to change. I just need to know so that I'm prepared. I've never had anyone say no, they wouldn't give me the names and numbers. I've never had that. So you want to make sure that you do that and honor the fact that you did that. And so I'll send the text message and, it's like, hey, Cheryl, this is Amy Stokes with Mary Kay. I can't wait to meet you at Cheryl's party. I got a few, questions for you, or I'm sorry, not Cheryl's party, whoever the hostess is. Meet you at the hostess's party. All right. Her name is Pam. All right. Pam's party. I can't wait to meet you at Pam's party. A few quick questions. What's your skin type? Dry, normal, combination, or oily? Is there anything that you would like to change or improve about your skin? And the third question is, then I like to ask, like, maybe what is her eye color, her hair color, things like that. Okay. And then I also let her know. And if, when she answers back, and then I'll say, okay, Pam, I can't wait to meet you. Or Cheryl is the person I'm texting. Cheryl, I can't wait to meet you. So, if for whatever reason, this is what I type in. So if for whatever reason you cannot make it to the party, is it okay that I get back in touch with you? And by the way, I will have products with me. So if there's anything that you can't live without, I'll have it with me. You may want to check how you're doing on your necessities, like eyeliner, mascara, things like that. I'll have those with me too, if you'll need a refill. Can't wait to meet you. Okay. And so you want to make sure that you pre-profile the guest. Once you get the guest responses, then you get back with the hostess to say, oh my gosh, I've talked to everybody. They're so excited. This is going to be a great party. Now, another thing that you can do when you pre-profile them is you can also send a picture of a little goodie bag. Okay? And this is fun. And basically all this is, and some of you will get much more creative. This is a Post-it note that I hole punched and just tied the little bow onto it, and I wrote her name on it. And I would send a picture of this along with that text message, pre-profiling her and saying, P.S. that little bag will be yours when I meet you at the party. Okay. Now, why would you send something like that? Because now she's curious what's in the bag, and it has her name on it. So she knows there's something really special waiting on her. And I usually give these at the individual consultation, just because I like to tell them in the beginning. Remember, I sent that picture, and your goodie is at the end. When I get a chance to spend a moment with you, I'll give it to you then. Okay. That's when I like to give it to them. I don't like to give it to them at the table. You know why? Because they rip it open and they want to start going through it. What do you put in the goodie bag? Okay, it's really up to you. Now, we do have some great samples, but don't go spending all your money on samples. But you might do, like, you can put a color card in there. I did ask for her eye color, and so you might put that in there. That's also a great booking tool that when she opens it, you can say, that is a look for brown eyes, and they'll be beautiful on you, and I can teach you how to do that at your follow-up appointment. So just hang on to that card, and we'll do that card at your follow-up appointment. Okay, it's a booking incentive. Maybe you put like a little hand cream, the purse-size hand cream in there, just as a thank you for coming. I mean, it's up to you what you want to give. Don't give the store away, but just a couple little samples is it's a nice little thank you for coming. Okay, and then you might even put in there, along with the color card, maybe put a sponge tip applicator in that, or doe foot applicator, so they can try the eyeshadow and the lipstick. So something like that, just really simple, but a nice little thank you for coming. Now let's take a look at an actual profile card. Okay, all right. Here's an actual profile card, and one of the things that's so neat about this is the actual inside part right here. All right. I don't know if you flip this open, but right there's all of your answers. So, you know, once, and here's something I do when I'm pre-profiling is, once I get her answers back, then I pull out a profile card and I start filling it out. So I put her name on there and I answer how she answered her questions. And basically it's question number 3 that answers dry, normal, combination, or oily. All right. And how do I know that? Because I open it up to number 3 and there it is. Dry, normal, oily combo. There you go. How easy is that? And so I put that on there, and like brown eyes. So like I'll write brown eyes on there. And then anything else that she says, like whatever concern she has, which is probably on here. Like if she says fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes, there's fine lines and wrinkles right there. And I'm going to circle that. Now, the really cool thing is I'm going to know a product, because when you open this up, it'll tell you, according to what she answered, as to what product to recommend for her. And this is great to use like during the party. You can say to them, okay, everybody pick up your card, and let's talk about some concerns maybe that you all have. You know, Cheryl, what was it that you mentioned on there, that circled on there? And then you can show everybody, okay, everybody flip it open. There you go. There's the products that's recommended for you. Y'all, they love that. They love it. They love it. They love it. And this is great to use when it comes down to closing that person at the individual consultation. When she hands you that profile card, it's just like a doctor. They're going to look over your chart. And it's the same way with this, as you can look it over and go, well, you know, you mentioned the dry lips. Well, we tried satin lips. What did you think? And you can just go over this with her, and you can say to her, you know, what's recommended for you is the Time Wise Age Minimized 3D Eye Cream. That's what you use tonight. You know, if that's an eye cream that you want to get started with, I'd be happy to make sure that goes home with you tonight. Okay. And so your profile card has a wealth of information on there. But this is, and what I do is I have these filled out. So, you know, as much as I can, then when they get there, if I haven't met them already, the first time to see them, then they'll finish filling out the rest of the profile card. So they'll put all their address information and phone and email and things like that. And they finish that part of it. And then the back of it, of course, is for us to take notes on there, where it says for independent beauty consultant use only. And so if I do have a color appointment with them, I write those colors on there. Or if there's something in particular that she mentions, a concern or something, I make sure that I write it on. Because the fun thing is when they pick up the card to finish filling it out, they're reading what all you wrote on there. I think it just shows professionalism, and it shows that you care. So I like to be able to put on there as much information. If they say they have an allergy to something, I'm writing it. That goes on the front of the card somewhere. I want to make sure that I'm aware of that, and I remember that. Okay, but pre-profiling you all is key. It's key. It's key to making sure they're coming. Like I said, you might want to take the little picture, and y'all, all you have to do is you just, you know, take that off, or, you know, create all your little bags, put their names on it, take a picture of it, send it to them. Or you could have like a generic bag made up, and then that's the one that you take pictures and just, you know, put another name over it, take the picture, put another name over it, take the picture, however way you want to do that. But it's just a nice little extra incentive if you want to do it. You don't have to do that, but it's just kind of fun if you want to offer it. So there you go, pre-profile.